Okay, first of all, we need a new file. Obviously we need a new part. We go OK. First thing to check is that it's millimeters in the units, which obviously mine is, but yours might not be. Right, let's get started. We're going to choose the top plane to draw on. So select the top plane and set sketch. Right, we're going to start with a circle, which we're going to start obviously in the center of the screen on the orange arrows. Dimension this circle 30 millimeters. Right, scrolling. Right, the next thing we're going to do is put some center lines on here. So go up here and select the center line. We need one from the center going to the left. Make sure it's horizontal, should snap to the horizontal. Right click and end chain. We need one from the center going to the right. Same click, right click and end chain. We can dimension those two lines. The left one is going to be 19 millimeters. The right one is going to be 25 millimeters. Okay. Right, we can trim the bottom of this circle away before we do anything else. The best thing we can use is trim to closest. It'll be the easiest thing because all we're doing is clicking the line and deleting it. Right, the next thing is we need two lines. The first line is on the left. It goes vertically up, right click and end chain again. We use right click end chain because the tool's still active. If I don't right click but escape, we lose the tool, so I can't carry on drawing. However, it doesn't matter at the minute. If I now go to dimension, we want to dimension the left hand one 8 millimeters, and we want to dimension the right hand one 10 millimeters. Okay, that's fine. We now need two lines going from this line to the circle. If I press F key to make this fit, it will make it come a bit bigger, but I can scroll to make it fit the screen as much as possible. Right, I need the line tool. The first thing I'm going to do is go mouse over this circle here so it goes orange, and I'm going to click about here. Now if you've done this right, and this has done it, but it's gone the wrong way, but what I can do is use that to come over here. The mouse should, the line should follow the mouse around, so it ends up hitting the circle at a tangent from this side. We'll see if I can get this one to work this way this time. No, it's still not. Right, try that again. Right, it's working this time, and it's still following my mouse around, which is good. And now I'm going to click on the left hand line. I need to delete these bits of the circle now, so I'm going to go back to the trim and trim away this bit and this bit. We now need to mirror that so we can complete our sketch. So we go mirror entities. We're going to mirror about this line here. That's our mirror plane, and we want to select the entities that we're going to mirror. So we're going to select this one, this one, this, and this. So we've now completed our mirror. Right, scroll out, press your middle mouse button and move your mouse. It will rotate your sketch around. You now need to go features and extrude. We want to extrude that 3.5 millimeters. Hit enter and hit enter again. That will finish that off. Right, before we carry on, the best thing to do is save. We need to go save as. I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to find a folder which I've already created called Torch, and I'm going to call this Torch underscore top. So that's that. Okay, we're going to start adding some features to this. So fillet, we want a 5mm fillet. So if I click on the here, we should be able to find the lines through this, but if I can't, I click my center mouse and rotate. So there's the 5mm fillet applied to those four corners. I'm now going to put a 0.5mm fillet onto this bottom edge here. That's that one there, and select that. I now need to shell this out 1mm. So select the face we're going to shell, select the shell option, make 1mm, and click show preview. This will show you how our shell is going to look. Finish that. So the part is now starting to take the basic shape of what we need. Hit save. Try and remember to save on a regular basis. Right, we need to show center lines. We need this option on here, view temporary axes. That will show any center line of any, so it shows the center of those circles here, and it shows the center of this circle in the middle here. We're going to be using that next. Right, I need to go to front plane and sketch. Press Control and a number 8 to rotate it round so we can see what we're doing. Scroll in. I'm going to draw on this bit here. We need a line tool. We need to go a vertical line up, right click, end chain. If you remember, it keeps our tool. I'm going to click on the orange arrow again, come this way, right click and end chain. We need a dimension tool. We're going to dimension this line 7mm, and we dimension this line 0.7mm. So we're now going to join this point and this point with a spline tool. This is this tool here. We're going to click on this point, and we're going to click on this point. If I were to keep clicking, I could make a curved line. I'm not going to do that now. What I need to do is press the escape key, and initially it looks like we've got a straight line joining as a third side of a triangle. But to change that, we need to click this line, press Control and click the second line here, and now we need to make the two lines perpendicular to one another. So we select that. So that's now curved this spline line, leaving it perpendicular to this line here. If I click my center mouse and rotate, we can see where our sketch is. What we're going to do is now go to Features and revolve a cut. The reason we wanted the temporary axis on is so we can now select this axis here as our rotation point. So there we are, we've now rotated that round and cut material away. It doesn't look like I've cut material away, but if I select this tool here, which sections our part, you can now see where you have rotated, and we've thinned the material just here. We don't need to leave that on, so we will turn the section sketch off. To make sure this is a smooth transition from this edge here to this surface here, we're going to add a 20mm fillet on this edge here. So it will give it just a smooth transition from one surface to the other. Right, we need to sketch on this front face. Select the front face and sketch. Can press Control 8 to rotate round. Get the circle tool. Go to the top edge here. Oh, it's not showing on the top edge. Here we are. Click on there. Bring it out. Dimension it 5mm. There we go. Tick. Press the middle mouse and rotate. We need to just cut this through. So we're going to go Features, we're going to go Extruded Cut, and we just need to go up to next. So it'll just go through that first single face. There we are, and now we're going to save again.